Hello and welcome to Brainy Gardener. Today it is all about how to grow and care for Aloe dorotheae. Aloe dorotheae, or Sunset Aloe, is a succulent plant native to Tanzania. It grows in rosettes that can reach up to 2 feet in diameter, and its leaves are green with white spots, but blush bright red in full sun. The flowers are greenish-yellow tubular flowers that appear above the foliage in winter. The Sunset Aloe is commonly used as an ornamental plant because it has such beautiful foliage and flowers. It's an excellent option for those who want to grow an aloe plant but don't have much space. This aloe shrinks quite a bit when grown indoors as compared to outdoors, making it perfect for small spaces. The Sunset Aloe is generally easy to care for, but there are a few things you should know. Sunset Aloe thrives in full sun but can also be grown in partial shade. It is not picky about the intensity as long as it gets to grow in a relatively sunny area. The Sunset Aloe is not picky about the type of soil it grows in, but it needs well-drained soil that doesn't hold moisture to grow properly. It is not a succulent that needs to be watered very often. It can survive long droughts, but the leaves will slowly shrivel up if it doesn't get enough water. So if you want a healthy plant, water it at least once every week or two. However, avoid overwatering to be safe from root rot. Aloe dorotheae doesn't need much fertilizer and should only be fertilized once every couple of months during the growing season. Use a water-soluble balanced fertilizer with a balanced NPK ratio of 10 to 10-10 or similar. The Sunset Aloe is a succulent that can tolerate some cold, but it doesn't like to be kept below 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Instead, it prefers temperatures between 55 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit with moderate humidity. Bring your aloe inside during the winter months in climates where the temperature drops below freezing. You can prune the Sunset Aloe at any time of year. The best time to do this is in late spring or early summer when new leaves are forming. Use sharp, clean scissors and be sure not to leave any stubs because these will rot quickly and could spread disease. Sunset Aloe does not like to be repotted very often. It is best to wait until after a few years of growth before potting up your plant. Use a well-draining soil mix and a large pot. Pick sometime in spring to undertake this process. Prepare the pot. A large terracotta pot will do nicely. Prepare the soil. A well-draining soil mix is best. Use a ratio of 50% coarse sand, 25% organic matter, and 25% potting soil. Choose a spot that is well lit and protected from wind and drafts. Remove the plant from its current pot. Use your trowel to remove any soil from around the roots. Fill in the new pot with the right potting mix. Place the aloe in its new container and fill the space with more potting mix. Water lightly after a week to give the plant time to settle in. Sunset Aloe can be propagated by seeds and offsets. Seeds take longer and have a lesser chance of success. Therefore, it is recommended to propagate by offsets. When using the offsets method, wait until the plant has produced an offset, usually after the first year. Remove the offset from its mother plant by carefully cutting it away with a sharp knife. Allow the cut end of the offset some time to heal and callus over around 1 or 2 weeks. Place the offset in a new pot filled with fresh, well-draining soil and water well. Wait for the offsets to grow. Sunset Aloe blooms in winter and features bright yellow and green tubular flowers borne on a flowering stalk. These mid-sized stalks rise above the foliage around mid-October in preparation for the blooms ahead. Sunset Aloe is non-toxic. It will not harm children or pets. Mealybugs, scale insects, and aphids are some of the common pests of these plants. Mealybugs are the nemesis of many aloe plants. They are small, white, oval-shaped, cottony insects that suck sap from the leaves and stems of plants. These pests are easily killed by spraying with an insecticidal soap or neem oil solution. Scale insects are small, brown, or black, immobile bugs that cluster on the undersides of leaves. They suck sap from the plants, and it can severely weaken them if left untreated. Spray with insecticidal soap or neem oil solution to kill off these pests. Aphids are small green or red bugs and are common on aloe plants. They secrete honeydew that can attract ants and sooty mold fungus growths. If your plant is getting eaten by ants and covered in sooty mold, aphids are the most likely culprits. Please note and avoid overwatering the plant, placing it under harsh sunlight, using poorly drained potting mediums, and fertilizing during the dormancy period. Overwatering, over-fertilization, and browning leaves are some of the common problems of Sunset Aloe plants. If overwatered, succulent roots cannot absorb nutrients fast enough when they are submerged in water for too long. As a result, root rot sets in and devours the plant inside out. Fertilizers can be good or bad. Too much fertilizer can cause your aloe to grow so fast that it cannot support itself and topples over. This is especially common in succulents and cacti, which are naturally slow-growing plants. Browning leaves are usually the result of overwatering, but they can also be caused by exposure to direct sunlight or cold temperatures. If you notice your plant's leaves turning brown, you should immediately repot it in fresh soil and water sparingly.